If you're thinking about moving to Houston, you're probably already looking at all of these gorgeous homes online right now. But wait, some of these houses might be amazing, but if it's in the wrong area of Houston for your lifestyle, you might just be putting that home back on the market in a year. So today, I'm going to walk you through exactly which areas in Houston are actually great places to live and which ones you might want to avoid before making that move. Now let's start with the areas you really need to think through before making that big move to Houston. And to give you some quick context, Houston is built around a few major loops that really shape how people live and commute. First, you've got the inner loop, inside Loop 610. This is the heart of the city. It's more urban and walkable with neighborhoods like the Heights, River Oaks, West U, Montrose, and the Museum District, plus major hubs like the Texas Medical Center and Rice Village. You'll see a mix of older homes and newer townhomes where older houses have been torn down. Next is Beltway 8, also known as the Sam Houston Tollway. This area gives you more space while still keeping you connected to major job centers with neighborhoods like Tanglewood and much of the Galleria and Uptown area. And then there's Grand Parkway, Highway 99. This is the outer growth ring connecting fast-growing suburbs like Katy, Cypress, the Woodlands, Richmond, Spring, where you'll find newer homes, master plan communities, and more value, but with longer commutes. Now, there are definitely some spots in Houston you want to be careful about. I'm talking about areas with major construction projects, heavy traffic, or rapid growth that could disrupt your daily life for years. And when it comes to areas people end up avoiding, it usually comes down to just a few things: traffic, construction, and how fast an area is changing. So let's start with traffic. Houston is a driving city, and where you live matters a lot more than people realize. One of the biggest reasons people regret where they bought is because they have underestimated traffic. Not just how bad it gets, but how unpredictable it can be. A major corridor you need to be cautious with is I-45, especially on the north side. Between downtown, Greenspoint, Spring, and up toward the Woodlands, you've got heavy commuter traffic layered on top of long-term expansion projects. What looks manageable on paper can quickly turn into long delays once lane closures and construction phases kick in. Another one to really think through is Highway 290, particularly between Loop 610 and the Grand Parkway. This area has seen explosive growth in Cypress and Northwest Houston. Long term, that growth is a good thing, but short term, it means congestion, bottlenecks, and constant construction. You'll also want to pay attention to I-10 West, especially around the Energy Corridor in Katy. This stretch constantly ranks among the most congested corridors in the metro. And here's something most people don't expect. Midday traffic in Houston can be just as frustrating as rush hour traffic. Even if you work from home, running errands or picking up kids can take way longer than planned. That's why I always tell buyers this: drive your actual commute at the actual time you'll be traveling before you make an offer. Because saving money on a house doesn't help you if you're miserable in your car every single day. Now, traffic isn't the only thing you need to think through. Another big reason people regret where they bought in Houston has to do with construction and how fast areas are changing. Houston is growing nonstop, and while growth is a good thing, it can also mean years of disruption if you're not prepared for it. You see this most in transition zones between Loop 610, Beltway 8, and the Grand Parkway, areas along Highway 290 and parts of Katy, and sections of North and Northeast Houston where infrastructure is still catching up. There are solid established neighborhoods that are slowly getting surrounded by new development, apartments, retail centers, and road expansions that change traffic patterns and the overall feel of the area. The house checks all of these boxes, but the environment around it keeps changing year after year. These areas aren't bad investments. Many will do very well long term, but if you value stability and a finished feel, these areas you really want to think them through. Now, another big one, especially if you have kids or plan to, is school zoning. Houston area school districts are changing fast and growing fast, and that means boundary changes and rezoning. Districts like Katy ISD, Cypress ISD, Lamar Consolidated, and Conroe ISD regularly adjust attendance zones as new schools open. I've seen families buy specifically for one school only to be rezoned months later. This happens most often in newer communities in areas near attendance boundaries. To protect yourself, always verify current zoning directly with the district. Growing districts aren't bad, you just need to go in with your eyes wide open. Now let me be very clear, none of this means Houston isn't a great place to live. It absolutely is. It just means you need to be intentional about where you buy. So now I want to shift gears and show you some Houston areas that offer real value, strong lifestyles, and long-term potential if you're willing to make a few smart trade-offs. Let's start with one of my favorite value plays in the Houston area, and that's Conroe. If you're looking for affordability, growth, and long-term upside, Conroe deserves your attention. Prices here are still lower than inside Beltway 8 or places like the Woodlands, but you're getting newer homes, larger lots, and more space. Conroe is one of the fastest growing cities in Texas, driven by healthcare expansion, job growth, and spillover from the Woodlands. Communities like Grand Central Park and Artavia offer amenities and newer construction. The trade-off is the commute time. The area works best for remote workers or people who value space over proximity. Conroe today looks a lot like the Woodlands did years ago. Next up is Manville in Iowa Colony, just south of Houston. This area offers new construction, strong amenities, and more reasonable pricing compared to inner suburbs. With Highway 288, you've got direct access to downtown and the medical center. Communities like Meridiana and Pomona offer resort-style living and at more affordable and approachable price points. Growth and zoning changes are the trade-offs, but this area reminds me a lot of early Pearland. Now that kind of early growth and upside is great for some buyers, but not everyone is looking for that. If you're looking for strong schools, well-planned communities, and a long-term stability, then Katy and Cypress are two areas that constantly stand out in the Houston area. Katy is a top choice for many families because of Katy ISD and the number of established master plan communities like Cinco Ranch, Ellison, and Cane Island. These neighborhoods are designed around everyday livability, parks, trails, community amenities, and that's a big reason demand here stays strong. Cypress offers a similar appeal, especially for families who want a little bit more space. Cypress ISD is a major draw, and communities like Bridgeland and Town Lake are built with lifestyle in mind, focusing on outdoor spaces, recreation, and true neighborhood feel. Both Katy and Cypress are well-established areas where people tend to put down roots. They're popular for a reason, and they continue to attract buyers who want a place that feels settled, planned, and built for long-term living. Now, if you like the idea of Katy or Cypress but want something that feels a little quieter and less built out, then Fulshear is worth a closer look. Fulshear appeals to buyers who want more space, newer homes, and a slower pace while still staying connected to the west side of Houston. Communities like Cross Creek Ranch and Jordan Ranch offer that balance. Newer neighborhoods, room to spread out, and a more relaxed day-to-day feel. The trade-off is convenience. Commutes can be longer, and some shopping and dining options are still catching up. But for buyers who don't need to be close to everything and value space and calm, Fulshear can be a great fit. Now, before we wrap this up, there's one more area I want to mention because it doesn't get talked about nearly enough, but it offers a lifestyle a lot of people are quietly looking for, and that area is Richmond. Richmond is one of those areas that doesn't always make the top 10 list, but for the right buyer, it checks a lot of boxes. It offers a quieter pace of life, more space, and newer homes, especially in communities near the Grand Parkway. You're close enough to places like Katy and Sugarland for shopping, dining, and everyday conveniences, but far enough away to avoid a lot of the congestion. What a lot of people like about Richmond is that it still feels comfortable and livable, not overbuilt. Neighborhoods here tend to feel more relaxed, and you don't have that same level of traffic and constant construction you see in some faster growing parts of the metro. Schools and communities continue to improve as the area grows, and for buyers who want value without feeling like they're giving something up, Richmond is often a really solid fit. Now, it's not the right area for everyone. If you need to be close to downtown every day, it may not work. But if you're looking for space, a calmer environment, and a place that feels easy to live in, Richmond is an area that deserves a closer look. So how do you choose what's right for you? Well, first, be honest about your commute tolerance. If driving 30 or 40 minutes each way is going to wear you out over time, that alone can eliminate certain areas, and that's okay. Next, get clear on what matters most to you. Is it schools, space, amenities, price point, lifestyle? No area has everything, so knowing your non-negotiables makes the decision a lot easier. Then think about your timeline. If you're planning to move again in a few years, growth and appreciation might matter more. Now, if this is a long-term home, stability and day-to-day livability usually matter more. And finally, spend some time in the areas you're considering at different times of day and on different days of the week. A neighborhood can feel completely different on a Tuesday morning than it does on a Saturday afternoon. That simple process will help you avoid a lot of regret, and it's exactly how we guide people through relocations every single day. Now, if you're thinking about making a move here to Houston and you want help figuring out which area actually fits your lifestyle, that's exactly what my team and I do. We get calls, texts, and emails every single day from people relocating here, and we'd love to help you make that move as smooth as possible. Whether you're moving in 9 days or 90 days, just give us a call, send us a text, or shoot us an email, and we'll be happy to help you make that smooth move here to Houston. Also, let me know in the comments which Houston area you're most curious about, and I'll make a video on it. And if this video helped you at all, make sure you subscribe, because I break down everything that you need to know about living in Houston, Texas, right here on this channel. Well, until next video, my friends, we hope to see you around town.